Hey guys, welcome to
Caught you in a lie, I don't need your reason why, I know. Caught you in a lie, yeah.
channel. It's still Kim Dede. If you haven't subscribed, pause this video, subscribe. Yeah, the videos out. Don't hesitate to go watch them. Comment, let me know if you liked it. I'm actually really excited to get feedback from you guys. Subscribe. Anyways, if you see me with a cup of tea, you should know there's gonna be tea today. And I'm gonna do this video as quick and painless as I can, cause I'm like going back to some traumatic times, and I mean, I'm no longer hurting, but like, you know, this is very personal. So today's video is about that time my ex had a baby on me. I legit need something stronger than this. So that really did happen. I was, I think, 22, and you know, I was living in Germany in my own little apartment. I was working, I was in school, everything was vibey.
Okay.
And I got a message on Facebook from my ex-neighbor because I used to live somewhere in Ghana and we moved, but when I was living in that area, for the sake of confidentiality, I cannot name the area because if I do, most people will know which ex I'm talking about. So yeah, I got a message from him, and this guy, like, when I was in that area, he like was always trying to move to me. He was always like kind of being sweet, like, and like I was doing shakara, you know, normal Ghana girl things, vibes at that age. I think I was 18 when I first met him. Like, I was so prude and innocent. I was like, no, my mom said I can't have a boyfriend and blah blah blah. But low key, I was feeling him. I was getting letters from him in school when I was in senior high school. I think I met him when I was like 15 here. When I was in senior high school, I was getting letters from him, and I wouldn't even reply because like I was the prey, okay?
The star.
You are shining on the star.
Yeah.
Hey, star boy.
Yella.
The prey. You're gonna chase me. You're gonna court me. You're gonna do what you gotta do.
Okay.
Anyway, so like he was doing all of that when I was around. Sometimes we would go for walks. Those sweet days. Oh my god. Yeah. But like we never actually dated because I was the one that was doing too low. Like, at no point was I ready to like be. At no point was I ready to be like, yeah, I like you too. Like my pride, even at that time. So we never dated, and immediately after senior high school, I came to Germany and I was living on my own. And I never even heard from him. Like the contact was broken, not because I didn't want to be in contact with him, simply because I had moved and I had changed my number. He contacted me on Facebook. And he was like, hey Kim, I miss you, give me your number. And I was like, alright. And then we started writing on WhatsApp. 2 weeks after we got into contact, it was his birthday, and he was like, we were talking, he was like, Kim, you know what would make me the happiest man in the world? Right now, like, I'm literally cringing, but back then, that was all it took. That's kind of cheap. Now that I think about it, he's like, oh, do you know what would make me the happiest man in the world? I was like, what? I mean, obviously I knew what, but I still wanted to hear it. He was like, it's my birthday and nothing would make me happier if you'd say yes to being my girlfriend.
Oh my god! Wow!
If I say that that's all it took. And I was like, you know what, I'll think about it. I don't know, but I could never just say, yeah, I like you too. I was like, I'll think about it. I was like, let me flex this guy. He was like, how long do you need? I was like, I don't know, maybe 7 days, then I'll give you an answer. And then after 7 days, I was like, yeah, okay, you can try. Then we started dating. We were dating on and off for quite some time though. I think if you put together all the days or months that we dated, it would be a total of maybe a year. So obviously we had been in a long distance relationship for some time, and I was in Germany for 4 years, and those 4 years there was no single time that I went back to Ghana. I was like here doing my thing. So the time came where I was like, okay, I have to go home. I have to see my mom, my dad, my brother, and my baby. I didn't tell him about it. I was like, let me surprise him. I want to see his reaction. You know, I was trying to be all cute. So I booked my ticket. I got to GH. The first day I spent with my family. The next day, I went straight to his place. And he wasn't there. I walked into the compound and the mom was there. And she was happy to see me. She was like, hey Kim, oh, how are you? You're looking so nice. How's Germany? You know, like the normal small talk. And I was like, oh, I'm good. Then she started, she was like, that your friend. You have to advise him more. Every day he's bringing a different girl home. I was like, like, within me, I was like, Jesus, my heart, my chest.
My church. It's already in your system.
But like I had to stay in character because the mom didn't know we were dating. She only knew me as the girl next door, and obviously because we were kind of age mates, she knew that we knew each other and we were friends, but she didn't know that we were in a relationship. So she felt very free. She was telling me the things in detail, not knowing that she was pushing the knife into the place where my heart used to be. I was dying inside, but I was like, wow. And she was like, yeah. Do you know that he has impregnated somebody's daughter, and now the family said he must marry her? I was like, And she was like, yeah. So he had to do the engagement and the knocking, and I was like, hey, wow. Inside me, I was like, I don't know, like none of it was making sense, but I just couldn't show any vulnerability at the moment.
I ain't no bitch, chef. I don't give a I ain't no bitch.
She was telling me. I was like, so he's a father? Yes, at 24. The one was just going in, like, you know when people are passionately talking about an issue, but it was killing me softly. It was killing me. So she was like, yeah, so you wait maybe an hour. He's gone to work, so he should be back soon. He was doing his national service at the time. I was like, Mommy, I think I'll come back another time, don't worry. And she was like, okay, I'll let him know that you were here. I was like, alright. So I walked out of the gate and immediately I just started laughing. I was like, I laughed hysterically before I realized like the tears were coming. So I was like, I cried so much. Oh my god, I cried like literally. I couldn't even go back immediately. Like I had to roam the area a bit because I wanted to finish all my crying before I got home. I roamed, I was walking. That area was very dusty, so I was just walking, crying. Like I cried so much. Then after I decided to go home, my mom was like, "Oh Kim, your eyes are swollen. What happened?" And I was like, I think the dust, because I haven't been here for a long time, like the dust is entering my eyes. And she was like, "Oh, is that so? They must get eye drops for you." I was like, because it's even itching me. That's the thing about me, like it's really hard for me to let people know that I cry sometimes. Like I would rather hide to cry than cry in front of anybody. I don't know, but that's like my thing. I don't know why. That's my thing. Like I'm broken, okay? So that happened, and then like in just a few hours after I got home, I started getting calls from this guy. Let's call him Kojo. He was calling. He was kind of like, babe, like he was texting as well. He was like, baby, yeah, here, and I was just like like he was annoying me, like the audacity. And then like, from his messages, I could tell that he had no idea that the mom had given me the full gist. He didn't know. So I was like, well, I might as well just talk to him and see what he's got to say. So I picked the call. I was like, babe, you didn't tell me you're coming. Oh my God, I'm so happy. This is the best day of my life. And I was like, oh, that's sweet. And I was like, yeah. When can I see you? I'm coming to your place. I was like, nah, relax. Let's meet tomorrow. He was like, okay. So like we set a date. We went to, I think it was Fiesta Royale, Jolu. We went there. I was waiting for him in the lobby. And I saw him coming. When he saw me, he started running towards me. I was like, it's the mother show this guy is somebody's baby daddy because he's not looking like he. I don't understand. He went to me, he was kissing my forehead and my cheeks. And I was like, fiance of someone that's not me. Okay, let me see you. He was like, I can't believe you're here. Finally, I've been dreaming of this moment. You know, that whole, all those theatrics. I was like, wow. So then we went to grab drinks and then we got food. And then he was talking, he was like, oh, how was Germany? How was everything? I miss you, tell me everything, blah, 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 blah. And he had the audacity to even ask me whether I was still a virgin because I had promised him that he would be the one to break my virginity. As you can see, the biggest L of that year went to Xoxo Dede Kimberly. And like at that time I was still a virgin. So I was like, no, I'm still a virgin. I was like, yeah, that's my baby. In my head, I was like, but I was like, nah, stay calm. Like I was being all composed and proper. I was like, so like he was talking. And then at a point, and I got annoyed because he was talking about everything: his dogs, school, all of his friends. I don't know, all of his plans. The only thing he didn't mention was the baby that he had gone to make with a woman that was not me. So I was over it and I was like, yeah, and how's your child? And he was like, huh? I was like, how is your child? And he was like, who told you? When he said that, my heart. So I was like, it doesn't matter who told me. What matters is that I know, and from your response, it's true. He was like, nah, babe, listen to me. And like surprisingly, I was calm because I had got the news the day before. I had already, like, when I was in my room, I was like, okay, tomorrow when I meet him, I was like, just recreating the whole scenario. Like, I wanted to know, like, I just was planning how to act. And something else, I was like, just when I meet him, I'll just give him a dirty snap. And I'll be like, when I meet him, I'll just be like, and then I decided last minute to go with the calm, elegant way because, you know, best revenge is your paper regardless anyway. So Beyonce said so, go ask her. So he was like, no, let me explain. But surprisingly to me, I really wanted to hear an explanation. I really wanted him to tell me that it was all a mistake, that like I wanted it to all make sense because it didn't make sense. It made absolutely no sense. And he was like, I was unconscious and yeah, and she took advantage of me. I was like, so you were raped? He was like, no, like I was unconscious. I was like, so you were raped? And he was like, no, but like I was unconscious. I was like, so you had sex with her? He was like, no, but like I was drunk and I was unconscious, and then like she's always wanted to trap me. And in my head I was like, nigga, you're broke. Who's trying to trap you for what?
Broke nigga
Is it talking about me?
Broke nigga
I think so, my nigga.
You are the brokest guy I ever met. Who's trying to trap you? So he was like, she was trying to, I was like, alright, cool. So basically what you're telling me is that your penis unconsciously entered somebody's vagina by mistake. cool story, bro. And he was like, no, please listen. But I was listening. I was like, make it make sense. And I was like, apart from that, you are engaged. He was like, yeah, the family forced me, and I told her that I can't engage her unless we have a DNA test, blah, 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 blah. It's like, okay, but you are engaged. He was like, don't let this come between us, babe. I've been waiting for this moment, blah, 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 blah. I looked at him, I was like, bruh, patch up. It's over, right? Don't even do this. All these theatrics, like, you should, like, in what world are you living, thinking that you can come back from this? That like this, like, are you delusional? I was like, you know what, we can be friends, but I'm 22 and I'm not really trying to be a stepmother at 22. I don't know, but like, you understand, I'm still trying to live my life. Like, because that I was still naive at the time, like I was still a virgin and I was really prude, and because I knew I had a boyfriend back home, although I was living alone in Germany and everything, I wasn't even exploring. I was doing nothing. I was literally just going to work, going to school, and coming back home because I wanted to be loyal. I didn't date anybody else. In short, I was an idiot. So the dinner was over. He drove me back home. And he was like, please don't block me, like, let's talk about this. I was like, I can talk to you, but like, I'm done talking about this because there's no way for us to move forward. And then when he was calling and texting me every day, so that I was left with this, I would have maybe like even considered being stepmom of that child. So now, you know, like, I saw the bright side of it. I was like, okay, cool. I'm in GH. I'm single. Cute guys all around me. I'm gonna have the time of my life. My mission during that vacation was to lose my virginity. I was like, this V card is gonna go. This thing that's called virginity, I'm gonna go. Also as a way to revenge, because this guy made me keep my virginity till 22. Simply because he wanted me to be the one to break it, and he couldn't even keep his used D in his pants. You understand? I was like, nah, okay, right now, yeah, I'm on a mission. Obviously, in the beginning, it was like, okay, yeah, I was going, but then at the point I was like, not worth it. But I started dating and seeing other people though. I started dating around, and that was how I dealt with it. I didn't really allow myself to think deeply into it because I didn't want to ruin my trip. So I literally packed it in a box and put it to the side. I was like, I'm going to deal with this trauma later, because right now I have to spend time with my best friend, with my family, because who knows when next I'll be in Ghana. So I was doing my thing, traveling through Ghana. You know, I was in Takoradi, I was in Akosombo, I was in Ibri, I was in the Eastern region, I was in the Ashanti region. I was just doing my thing, having fun, doing anything but like thinking about that demon who did me wrong. So I was doing my thing when I got a message from a strange number. I opened the message on WhatsApp and it was just an invitation, and it read, Kojo and Sandra cordially invite you to blah 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 blah's outdooring. And I was like, oh, I don't think you guys want me there. I don't really think that you guys want me there. So I just replied with no thanks, because first of all, whoever is inviting me, that's rude. So I was just like, no thanks. So the person just replied with okay, and that was it. I didn't text the number again. I didn't ask who it was. Days later, I got a message from the number again, and it read, yeah, I know you think you and Kojo could make it work, and you might feel like you're entitled to his time, but we are really trying to make this work, and we're trying to create a stable home for our child, and I'd really appreciate it if you wouldn't come in the way of that for the sake of the child. First First of all, just cause you have the audacity, I'm gonna take your man and return him when I'm done. You understand? Secondly, like your man's been chasing me. Like I'm literally the one who has to like send him back home. I'm literally the one who has to like be like, yo, go back to your home. Like your dad, you are a husband or a fiance, whatever. Like I've been sending him back. You should be paying me. You should be thanking me, because if I wanted him, sis, I could still get him. You understand? Listen, guys. No matter how I try to tell this story, I took the L. But that was basically it. So I didn't say any of that though. I didn't say any of that. I just was like, you don't have anything to worry about, and that was the last I heard from the girl, and that was the end of it. Although Kojo, now we're on good terms, but like he never actually stopped writing me or telling me how much I meant to him. It's delusions that are doing these people who, yeah, he never stopped doing that, but there's too much to do in GH. You understand that? Hello. Before I left Ghana, I ended up in another relationship, again long distance. Obviously your girl doesn't have sense. So that's that, and that was my experience. Like I said, I want my channel to be a safe space. Mostly on social media we all act like we've got it all together, but God knows we don't. And I just wanted to put this out there. It's embarrassing to even talk about, but it is what it is. Hard girl, but you know, this happened to you, and we're all human and stuff like this can happen. So don't be like me. Stay away from long distance relationships unless you guys can see each other several times in a year. For me, I was only seeing, like this guy that I was dating, the guy that had a baby on me, I hadn't seen him like the whole period of the relationship. So like I actually went to Ghana, you understand? So I don't know, just do you, and don't try as much as possible not to be the mumu. You understand? Try as much as possible not to be picking the L's like your good sis did. Yeah. So guys, if you like this video, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned, please. There are gonna be more stories like this and more fun things on the channel. I'm working, I'm trying. I know there's still so much room for improvement, but I'm on it. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. How many times am I going to say it? Bye guys, love you.